Please work, please work, please work. Is everything working? It seems to be working. Okay, everything seems good. Right? Yes. Paranoid because of yesterday. Anywho, let's get to it. So, last time on this, exploring the outer expanses of the Cronus Expanse, and wow, my volume is high right now. Yeah, exploring the outer expanses of the Cronus Expanse. I just realized, actually, they have an orc skull here. And I know they have, like, fruit, images for the bounty hunter. But they don't have any orcs or crew, despite both of them being known mercenaries in the Expanse. Weird. Maybe they'll show up in a DLC. That'd be cool. Anywho, enough distraction. Out here in Necron space. So, went around here. Uncharted system. What do you mean it's an uncharted system? I've been there. Right? Alright, whatever. Let's go to this place. This, however you pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, let's go. Anyways, we're out here in Necron space trying to figure out what's going on. And why the Inquisition's in Necron space. What the Inquisition's doing with a deadly weapon. Why is there Necron space? Well, actually, that last question's probably the easiest to answer. To battle. Let's just stick with Pascal. Man, last time basically just did some exploration of stuff and just trying to gradually piece together what's going on and why.
Your heresy ends here. All of you will bleed.
Oh, I can't actually put him on that side because he can't reach that side. Funny. Anyways, Plague Bearer there, so you there. Argenta, Nurgle. Argenta, go over here. And, oh, that's right, I didn't bring Druck. Pascal, help out over here. Abelard, stare at those people. And Mirlet and I will just sit here and snipe. Alright. This is gonna be simple anyways. Oh no, toxin.
Skeetia, my Karamite hide. Bring ruin. I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
0 toxin damage. Wow.
Guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Step 1, shoot. Step 2, activate this. Activate this, because it's funny. Fill them with holes. Running gun. Shoot him
As
again.
the Emperor commands.
And
Faith without deeds is
this
worthless.
for some extra momentum. Let's activate these two
Doubt
things
is
for
the
next time.
weak.
Because those should carry over the next turn. Like bear fails.
Didn't flinch.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. This tedium is beneath me. If I must.
Dead. Dead.
If it serves your cause. Another soul
Dead.
slips beyond the veil. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Increase damage and armor, because why not? You
I
get pranked.
understand your intent.
Almost 0.
I am not your Xenos pet
Uh,
monkey.
and prep all this stuff for next time. And line up a shot than this idiot.
I serve the ruinous powers. Out of my way.
Will perish for this affront.
Death to non-believers.
Damage is negligible.
Bonk.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
There's not really any point.
At your beck and call.
Like if we yet our head knows no pain.
Do the big slam. Bonk.
Request approved.
Interesting pathing, but okay.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Darn, I was hoping to be able to kill the idiot.
Activating force sacrament.
Keep your distance.
On it.
Unfortunate.
Your end was inevitable.
There we go.
Here's my perfect moment. It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me?
I am his will made manifest.
And there is no second turn.
I always have a backup plan.
Yeah, loot acquired. Let's go. Back to the map. What's in this unpronounceable name place? Boop. Anything interesting nearby? Nope. Got some Necron ships, bunch of planets. This one has a funny ring around it. Oh, a Necron ring. Okay. What's this place? Amazing. What's here? Ooh, that looks like something. Emerald Fires. Most of the surface is covered in icy dunes with greenish highlights. First officers aboard the vessel decide that the usual color of the ice is due to a quirk of the atmosphere. Later becomes evident that the source of the highlights is a group of monstrous pyramidal whatever, structures wreathed in an emerald fire. Examining them in details with binoculars, it can be seen that one of the monoliths is damaged. The device on its wall emits an energy beam at a similar pyramid not far from itself. Examine the structures. Upon Valencia's scouts approached monoliths with as much care as possible, fearing the appearance of an enemy. A small servitor sent to gather data about the energy beam clearly demonstrated the destructive power of the Xenos technology. Carelessly making contact with the beam, it instantly broke apart into minuscule pieces. It's curious that the second pyramid is still intact. Now, only matter at the source of the beam is being destroyed. Study the surviving monolith. The energy beam barely reflects off the dark metal of the pyramid. Occasionally, a scarcely visible wave runs across the surface of the monolith's walls. After which, the material appears to become even smoother. It's as if one monolith is feeding the other, not destroying it. A few scouts decide to come closer in order to better examine the phenomena. Perception test succeeded. Soldiers of Valencius notice a fragment of metallic ribcage melted right into the material of one of the walls, like bizarre bas relief. Between the rows of ribs, a talisman of black stone shimmers with colored light for each wave of energy. The figure to which the talisman belongs shows no sign of life. After a quick debate, the officers decided to take the artifact on board. A withering shard. where its strength, toughness, and agility are decreased by 15, where it can use heroic acts at 125 momentum and 775. Desperate measures at 50 momentum higher, kept at 100 momentum, whereas considered as having heretical adherent, but they do not have it, yet have it. Interesting. Probably never going to use it. It's here. Anomalous emission. Confusion reigns among the voice ship's auger operators. The unidentified emission keeps disappearing, then reappearing on their scanners. Or it seems like sandstorms are to blame for this, hiding the source of the radiation. Team of explorers easily overcomes these storms and begins studying the surface. As their accounts suggest, the planet remains littered with broken and mangled ruins of Xenos origin. Insect-like constructs flicker among the ruins, like static and malfunctioning cogitator. Their black metallic bodies are equipped with grappling blades, which bring to mind the spindly legs of spiders. With each occurrence, the devices look more and more distorted, bent, and somewhat at times even appear directly in the remnants of walls or overlap each other. The only stable thing in this structure is a deep hole with a melted rock at its center. The report was the structure served for the Xenos. The meteorite destroyed it long before the arrival of the rogue trader. I lingered to observe the object. Lagos Hunneman volunteers to lead the observation team. His passion for the Xenos devices borders on heresy, and he takes a long time after his return to report to Lord Captain. Later, Pascal admits that he's discouraged by the gap between the scientific accomplishments of the Xenos and the capabilities of modern tech priests. It's alright. It's okay, buddy. Oh, real quick. So it goes into that slot. All I'm thinking about is that if I equip that on her, she can then use the funny bolt gun that requires you to be heretical. The Bringer of Terror. Not the Bringer of Terror, it was Unhallowed Bellow. That's probably not worth it. Probably not worth it for anyone. Nothing, it's just on fire. Necron ships. Augurs reveal 2 Xenos ships hurtling through clouds of cosmic dust. A message is coming from one of the alien vessels on an encrypted Vox frequency used by the Von Valencius dynasty. According to the transmission, Lady Theodora's people are aboard the Xenos ship. Request a report on the enemy. Augurs are surrounding more and more Xenos vessels, but most of them are in a strange state of dormancy. Are they asleep? Dead? Cautiousness dictates not to test this hypothesis. The nebula in the system could allow the Dynasty flagship to evade danger. Establish Vox contact. What do they have to say? Same request for help keeps coming back. We are alive, we're fighting, we need support. No hope to lose, to battle.
Let's make them regret ever crossing our path.
vessel is inside this cloud of assets, and then the firing capable is reduced. So, those position making it more difficult for enemies to hit the vessel. Specifically, the return collector also has its speed reduced. Sleeping. Until awoken. So let's hit these two ships, and let's not poke the rest.
Helmsman, take us in. Keep up the pressure. Fire at will. Launch batteries, fully.
Mission protocol activated. I thought they were waiting.
Salvo! Fire at will. Launch batteries, volley! Torpedoes away! Coordinates set. Make every shot count. Engage the engines. Fire at will. Let the void sort them out. Helmsman, take us in. Macro cannon, open fire. Let them taste our fury. Large battery, volley.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
Fire at will. Macro cannon, open fire! Make every shot count. Engage the engines. Torpedoes, away! Let them taste our fury.
Yay, you did something. It was 1 point of damage short of actually killing a ship.
A worthy contribution to Lady Theodora's
Metal
legacy.
specialties. Void Necron. Alright. Some more space trophies. Xenos are defeated, and your men board the enemy ship, cutting their way through the bulkheads to the source of the signal. Find decaying remains of Von Valencia's boarding party. One of the corpses is clutching a Voxcaster, sending the voices of the dead out into the void. All of them fell many decades ago. Data slate and a weapon that belonged to the commander of the boarding party were recovered from the dead men's belongings. The words, "Hope is poison, kill it, and death becomes easy and desirable," were scratched into the stock. Heavy Enforcer Autocannon. Oh. Targets hit with this weapon must pass a toughness resistance test with a -10 penalty or be pushed 2 cells away. Oh. Looks like fun. Study the contents of the data slate. You find a single order given by Lady Theodora. The boarding party was commanded to infiltrate Xenon's vessel and hold off the enemy until the Dynasty flagship withdraws to a safe distance. So, that ship was fought by Von Valencia's flagship before. Give them a proper burial. Prayer service for fallen is broadcast through this flagship. In the following days, people lined up to honor the martyrs in the ship's chapel. Argent, you got a new weapon. Not as much fire rate. Where is it? Heavy Enforcer Autocannon. Does more damage. Lower rate of fire. What does it do for range? Same range, more ammo, less fire rate, less armor penetration, but more damage, and more reliable damage. It's no longer a bolt weapon though, so don't need that anymore. So what to replace that with? I guess this one for the perplexed effect. Make them really confused when that thing gets turned on them point blank. Alright, what's this planet? Dead. Okay. Well, let's poke the Necron ring. That's why we came here. Greenish glow is a gigantic ring made from unknown materials. It flows through the windows of the captain's bridge. The void ship's instruments measure a whole spectrum of various emissions. Sometimes the dull green is darkened by clouds of space dust, or bent by gravitational waves. The object most closely resembles a portal, albeit what's passing through it cannot be clearly defined. Observe the anomaly. Arcs of incandescent star gases bursting from the ring pierce the darkness of space, reflected by the surface of other celestial bodies in the system. At times, dark light waves bend the edges of the portal, but they are quickly restored thanks to enigmatic flowing metal. Then lashes of purple clouds, dissected by threads of lightning, appear in the center of the ring. Unseen force prevents them from reaching the other side of the portal as the blocks of blackstone become covered in purple scarlet illumination. If the ring truly were a portal, it is not fit to serve as one any longer. Stellar heat and gravitational force forbid any vessel from passing through it. According to the ship's astropaths, the purple clouds are an even more dangerous phenomenon, indicating the powers of the warp are equal to flow out of the portal into real space. As if to highlight its deadliness, with the next wave of darklight, the portal throws out the shattered remains of an unidentified void ship. Send a team to examine the object. Nice. Additional equipment and closer position allows the team to understand part of what's happening. The portal seems to resemble the gate devices used by the Eldari and Drukhari, only made of a different material. The metallic shine of the ring alternates with the darkness of the large blocks of stone, reminiscent of the material that makes up the famous Cadian pylons. And ship components. Xenos test succeeded. Analysis of the wave signatures indicates that the construct once used parts of the webway, the Eldari system of pathways. However, in its current condition, the portal is not fit for transporting vessels. It is unstable and often begins unleashing dangerous cosmic objects instead of transports. Instead of transports, the gate spews forth dark light waves and deadly breaths of incandescent gas, the latter taken from a star's photosphere. Hard to believe that civilization capable of creating a device as powerful as this one could have undergone such a decline. Okay, I was expecting more? But cool. Let's poke here again to see why it says that's Uncharted.
Rush not Doral. I will exterminate every last one of you.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice. Chaos guides me. Death to the weak.
You failed to hurt everyone you hit. Surprising.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Alright, rapid fire. Reckless rush.
As the
Confident
Emperor
approach.
commands, I act. I'll do
Controlled shot. Bulldoze these
Without
fools.
deed, right in the fray. Eradicate it. You, Emperor.
Nice.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. In thy light I stand, and thy light I pray. As the Emperor commands, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. Faith without deed. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
If it serves your cause, this tedium is beneath me. I deal death with my hands. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause. I understand your intent. If I must. Four creatures! I hear you moving. No more. If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause. I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me.
Chaos guides me.
I'll make it happen. Another enemy down. On it. Your end was inevitable. Accept your lot.
For von Valancius! A tactically sound approach. Reduced to dust! I will do my duty. One view at a time. I'm not dangerous. I took care of this one.
Alright, done here. Didn't even make it halfway
Always
through the
keep
first
my
round.
options open.
Oh, done here. Okay, so why is this marked as Uncharted? Is that just a glitch? Purify the decks. Scorching on decks is layer intensive but very familiar process for Voidsmith. Yep. Scorch them and burn out the fiends. Onwards to Sanctum of Tephates. It's the same one too.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh no, this is a different one.
Your heresy ends
Oh, it's the
here.
Hungry Blue Horrors, that's right. Keep your distance.
That all you've got. Desire condemns you. Request approved. My vow is to serve. Running binaric override.
Wrong button.
Fight like a pop.
Victory is in one view at a time. It will be done.
Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause.
I'll see to it. Another enemy down. You should feel honored to witness this!
I challenge you, damn get! I will carve runes out of your bones! So it shall be. Die in disgrace!
Rejoice in battle! Power resides in the will of the righteous. As the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
I love how the corpse just bounces around.
It's about you.
Where's the exit? Oh, here it is. Boop. Nowhere listed to go? Okay. This isn't the end, is it? You visited all the systems in the Cronus Expanse. I guess this is going to be it? Seems that all color has died from this world. Gray masses of rocks give way only to brownish sand and the black voids of gorges. Team barely notices a strange detail amid the drab landscape, an extensive area where the land is too smooth. As they approach, this area turns out to be a lake of moving metal, in the center of which burn green arc discharges. On its shores lie the ruins of pyramidal constructs. Through magnoculars, it is determined that the remains of the pyramids are slowly melting, creating flows that dump new metal into the lake. The smoothness of the lake is lightly rippled by currents trying to extinguish the flames in the center. Send an exploratory shuttle to the surface. Specially equipped servitors are the first to disembark on the shores of the metallic lake. As the explorers surprised, they return unharmed with samples of the anomalous substance. The squad sets out to study the lake and the Xenos constructions. Test succeeded. Acolytes of the Adeptus Mechanicus determined that the metal contains the same substance from which the pyramids are made. The behavior of the metal particles indicates that the constructs made from the metal are capable of regeneration, just like living matter, albeit incomparably faster. However, the pyramids filling the lake by transmitting the metal through built-in portals cannot surmount the destructive force of the arc discharges in the lake's center. Find out what happened to the pyramids. Succeeded. Once the pyramids lining the lake's shore is more damaged than the rest. Judging by its melted edges in the direction of the breaks, this damages the thing that started the fires at the lake's center. Analyze the movement of the metal. Endless flows of metal pour from the portals of every monolith. However, one of the flows is noticeably weaker than the rest. Looking closer, the officer notices a small object blocking part of the portal. With the help of servitors, they've been successful in removing it and bringing it on the bottom of the shuttle. Holofield emitter. Wielder gains 3 charges at Holofield at the start turn. Whenever the wielder suffers damage, 1 charge of Holofield is removed to prevent this damage. Whenever a charge is left, damage is not prevented, and the wielder becomes staggered until the end of combat. Try to extinguish the flame? Vessel's cannoneers find the idea of smothering the green flame with the ship's waste rather dubious, but do not dare question the Lord Captain. Dropped cargo dissolves to no effect, barely touching the discharges. There's something wistful about the sight. An unhealing wound in the body of some mysterious technology. Or should I attack the pyramids? Yeah, let's blow up the pyramids. Why not? The instructions do not give under the first salvos, and when the portal's flow of metal begins to fill the damaged parts, the lake slowly shrinks, but the rogue trader's team quickly understands that it will take several days of bombardment to fully destroy this place. Okay. Dying Star. Judging by the orbital trajectories, this is the parent star of the system. The Lumino reader is right. Back in the day, it used to be huge, angry with a bite to it. Not this half-dead firefly. What happened to it? Can't imagine what could have drained a deadly beast like that. Lumino reader swears that the rays of the stars would have continued withering all life in the system for millions of years more. It's too young to have faded like this. It's like it was gnawed out. Nomos. Hi Nomos, haven't heard from you in a while. It was attacked, suddenly and fiercely. A hungry predator bit into its magnetic field and drank as much of its energy as it could. The predator was starving, and would have surely devoured the star whole had it had more time. Nomos, where did you get this information from? I do not know, but I can read the traces of what was committed here, as if I've seen it happen 100 times. Interesting. Shuttle of Imperial make is detected among the rocky gorges of the planet, alongside two nearby Xeno objects, monolithic structures embedded into the landscape. When scanned, the objects distort the signal, but no signs of enemy activity nor signals from the shuttle are found. Send out servitors to scout. Servitor signal disappear as soon as they approach. The cliffs between which the shuttle was found, not one of them returns, and no data is received. Disembark and examine the shuttle and the xenostructures. Ash von Valencia wishes to personally explore the pneumatic monoliths. Von Valencia's shuttle becomes turbulent zone with alarming rumble, from which the connection to the voice ship becomes tenuous. Despite a rough landing on rugged terrain, the flight ends successfully. Okay, let's bring Pascal, and yeah, this is a good team. Let's see what's going on here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I hear two hearts of iron beating in your chest. One belongs to a warrior. The other to a priest. Which one were you born with?
Both are granted by the Omnisire. I am an explorator, and within my algorithms, a warrior's indomitability is meshed with a cleric's humility, like two perfectly interlocking cogs.
Interesting.
I always have a backup plan.
Anathema observed. Commencing engagement protocol.
Rewards. Teleportation Matrix Beacon. Ooh, an immortal. Up, and there's the shuttle.
The great sleep is over.
That's not good. That's good. I was right, because she counts as in full cover.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. If I must. I understand your intent. I deal death with my hands. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I am not your Xenos pet, Mon. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Alright, cleaned up those guys.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call. Indeed. Victory is imminent. I will do like an exemplary strike.
Wolves Cubs playing. Reassemblement commencing. Wolves reign. So it shall be. Your father's worthy instrument! My hand is thunder! My strike is ruin!
Who, if not me?
More armor for everyone, and damage for me.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. Doubt is for the weak. It's why I was chosen. I'll do it.
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. On it.
You can do worse, but not by much.
How did I hit Abelard with that? What? Crap.
I'll make it happen.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
This is in battle! Oceans bleed!
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! As the Emperor commands, pursue the Emperor! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands. Doubt is for the weak.
High momentum.
I'll do it. For you, my Emperor!
Running binaric override. My vow is probability analysis successful. Let the cycle be discontinued.
Opportunity attack. Ow.
Worthy instrument!
Dang, that had a lot of chances to miss.
I move as if unseen. If it serves your cause, fortune favors the swift. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I must. I am not your Xenos. No weakness is hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause.
It will be done. I took care of this one. Indeed. Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Our foes reek of cowardice. Wolves reign. Cubs play. Feel the icy bite of death. Ah! None can do this better than a warrior. The uncommon worthy instrument.
Who, if not me? Your end was inevitable. Here's my perfect moment. It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. I won't compromise my principles.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Yep. What do we have here? Rad packs, they shall weep. Each shot with this bolter deals an additional 35 rending damage with 40% armor penetration to all characters adjacent to the target. What the crap? Heavy Void Suit. Air suffers 30% less damage from area and burst attacks. 20% armor against human enemies. Period card. Whenever the wearer is under the effects of Reckless Rush, all wearer's attacks gain plus 50% critical hit chance. The wearer gains plus 50% critical damage. All attacks against the wearer gain plus 50% critical hit chance, and the wearer suffers 50% more critical damage. Oof. Nah. Ship's Vox Lock. The Vox does not produce sound immediately. The officer who made the recording speaks clearly and confidently, but also softly, with a barely perceptible vibration in his low orator-like voice. It seems that the tape is partially damaged. Entry 1. We landed successfully, but were unable to report to her ladyship. The communication channel is filled with interference. The navigation system has been affected as well, so we will not be able to take off anytime soon, let alone return to the ship. Sergeant Domine is looking for the source of the interference. The only thing left to do is to keep a log. Entry 5. Thanks to the information we received earlier, we managed to partially decipher some of the inscriptions on the obelisk. Only the general meaning is clear. Creatures buried here are extremely hostile. We have not been able to identify the source of the interference, affecting our communications and navigation. Lady Theodora made it clear this expedition is extremely important, so we will continue the exploration regardless of obstacles. Whoever finds this Vox log must give it to her ladyship personally, and no one else. Entry 18. While the structure is being inspected, incinerated Corporal Monroe. We buried him with as much dignity as was possible in these barren rocks. The sacrifice need not be in vain. We will be more careful next time, and we will not embarrass her ladyship. Entry 19. The explosion of the Xeno artifact damaged the engine, the fuel compartment, and the cargo hold, where we were keeping supplies. It's unlikely that we'll return to Lady Theodora's flagship, but we have almost completed our task and are about to enter the buildings. What matters is the preservation of the data we have obtained. There were no dead people behind the monoliths. The creatures attacked us as soon as we managed to activate the gate mechanism in one of the buildings. Their weapons destroyed flesh and plastic with equal ease, and their bodies recovered from any wounds. The words are interrupted by a bang and a yell. I'll keep recording till my final breath. I hope it benefits the House von Valencius. The weapons of the Xenos burn with green fire and hold bolts of lightning, and the energy charges burst from their blades. The Manea has fallen to the ground and cannot get up. Her body is breaking. The rocks beneath it are about to crack. Tell Dahlia that her father gave his life for the good of the von Valencius dynasty. May she be proud of. Oh. Or Xenos.
I always
Trying to find your
get the
patchy
job
knowledge of
done.
Xenos, you guess that these monoliths were once part of a mighty transport ship capable of transforming into ground-based structures.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Broken body has been smashed into the ground with such force that there are cracks radiating out from underneath it. Oof. Gloom rifle. Damage from penetration is always equal to 100%. There's an additional target's deflection damage. 3 times target's deflection. Oh, dang. Solid projectile weapons have an increased over penetration. Well, dang. I think I have a new weapon. Inevitable demise. Doubles critical damage dealt by the wearer. Oh no. I know who to give that to, and it's gonna be fun. You still recognize von Valencia's coat of arms and the half-braided emblem on the side of the shuttle. Parts of the hull and equipment look as if something vaporized the ship components one layer after another.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, does more damage, more armor penetration, more hit chance. Over penetration is guaranteed to be 100% damage. And does more damage, more deflection they have. Which these are Necrons, they have lots of deflection. So I lose out on being able to Deadeye shot large enemies for a crap ton of damage. Now I get the ability to not only ignore their deflection, but do more damage than their deflection. I'm just curious, what happens if I equip this? Okay. Just curious.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. Unknown ships. Our captain, the Xeno squadron is on an intercept course. Same abominations as before. I got them so riled up. I think they are guards. The ships took off from the surface of the planetoid as soon as we bathed it with the eye of our augurs. I'm not an expert in Xenos minds, but I know my void manners, and I can tell you they are angry. They are approaching on direction on a vigorously aggressive trajectory. All decks, prepare for battle. Orders received, Captain. Lord House von Valencius.
Let us purge your enemies, rogue trader.
There's the Lord.
Keep up the pressure! Coordinates set. Helmsman, take us in. With the force of a supernova! Macro cannons, open fire. Let them taste our fury. Fire at will.
Alright. Well, goodbye, friends.
Blasted plasma fire.
Make every shot count. With the force of a supernova. All hands, prepare for acceleration. Helmsman, take us in. Salvo! Lance battery, volley! Torpedoes away!
Fell to destroy torpedoes. Failed to breach shields.
With the force of a supernova. Make every shot count. Fire at will. Coordinates set. Let them taste our fury. Macro cannon, open fire! Keep up the pressure. Engage the engines.
Ooh, took damage.
With the force of a supernova. Lance battery, volley!
Right, and there goes the Necron Lord.
Helmsman, take us in. Torpedoes, away! With the force of a supernova. Fire at will. All hands prepare for acceleration. Helmsman, take us in. Salvo!
Another victory for the Von Valentius dynasty.
Best fears, specimens. Alright. Final level up. It's steady hand and then steady hand 2? I don't use RAM, and the other two probably won't use either. Patch up the hole real quick. Those things. Never seen anything like them before. The panel on the ship's tech priest Lumina Reader says they are star corpses. Not just corpses, they call them stellocide victims. What do the Illuminators mean? Who knows what those stars sages? Apparently when a star dies a natural death, it's different. Those look like they were murdered and plundered. All the energy was siphoned, like when a spider sucks the innards out of a fly. And witnessing these husks, if you don't mind me saying, scared Lumina readers so much that they wet their metal trousers. Think that we are observing far too many stars here? I agree, Lord Captain. The solar trajectories also suggest that most of these stars didn't used to be here. Someone was hoarding them in this system. And I wouldn't like to have been here at that time. Gravitational currents would have been pure chaos. You could have pulled something off like that. Off something like that. Was it Tukari? Dragging stars around like they are their property and quite in character for those damn Xenos. As curious as this all may be, still have a job to do. Tomb-Walled Epitaph. Captain, spotted a planetoid with an unidentified Xeno structure. Something tells me this is the place we've been looking for. Augur clerics detect a field of void mines in our trajectory towards the planet. What do you see on the planetoid? Practically nothing. The Augur clerics say that magnetic radiation blinds the machine spirits. We see some kind of wicked pyramid, and we're picking up a few encrypted Vox transmissions. Transmit the deactivation code found in the outpost of Lord Inquisitor's men. Getting transmissions, receiving a return signal. 5% of mines report transition to sleep mode. Receiving coordinates of an area designated as main landing site. You have a safe channel of approach toward Epitaph and coordinates for landing. Are there any traces of Kalgzar? Plenty. We're picking up the remaining Vox echoes of conversations. Standard signals belong to Augur observation systems. The gas thermal trails of shells preparing to land. You know, Lord Captain, it seems to me this place is about to fall apart. Augurs detect a multitude of signs pointing to structural damage in the tomb located on the planetoid. And they are fresh. Commence preparation of the landing party. I will lead it personally. Certainly, Lord Captain. Beg your pardon for such audacity, but this old Void Wolf's gut tells him this tomb is very likely to become ours. I have this bad feeling as if... Forgive me, your lordship. Please lost my senses. Give me advice like that. I'm ready to face whoever lies in wait and make the landing. Carefully, your lordship. Wait as long as it takes for your retrieval signal, even if every Xenofleet in the world appears to swat us from orbit. Every person on the bridge freezes in astonishment, watching the remarkable procession approach your throne. Officers and enforcers are glancing at you questioningly. Do not interfere until they are ordered to. Nomos, we have come to speak with you. You gave us food for consideration by revealing the mystery of our origin. From then to now, we observe, calculate, sense, and discover that great change is coming. A trial. Wait, what? Nomos? Is that Nomos? Is that a Catan? A trial. We see the potential for a great disaster. It's already ripening. The wave could crash down upon the Kronos expanse and perhaps extend beyond it. We are headed for suffering and death. You are the one who can prevent the disaster. And we want to help you. We do. Let us help. Nomos are not human. We have learned to see people as more than shells. We want to save them, protect them. Wait, what is this coming threat? I almost cannot say. Something changed after you helped us remember our birth on Epitaph. We now sense the liberation of something vast, which is actually a mere fraction of something limitless. It is seeping through a breach, its shoulders pushing against the walls of its prison they are about to get. But what it is, we do not know. I must say, it frightens us to think about this unknown something that is trying to break free. It is so vast, too vast to measure or explain. But we now know that living souls are the same. They are always larger than they seem. No capacity can calculate their potential. This makes us believe that we, Nomos, and you, Lash, can step beyond the limit of calculations. There we will face the unleashing horror without faltering. What do you wish to do? Wait until the unknown threat appears before you, then face it. We do not know where or when it will happen. We do not know what we will face, but we know that we want to be there with you. There's something we require to do it. Nomos are tethered to the shell of the ship. They can only follow you outside by using servitors as their shell, but they are lacking. Only a modicum of us can enter such a primitive vessel, and our power is likewise limited. We need a vessel, a body, but very few things can house it. That's why we have come to ask you. Magos Asclepius has offered his shell to us. It might do. Indeed I have. I cannot think of a prouder end to my pilgrimage than the liturgy of synchronization with the Great Spirit. I'll become a vessel for the Omnissiah's favorite child and step beyond the confines of wretched living existence and into the halls of the eternal machine song. You sacrifice yourself? Isaiah more than anything. We asked him many times because we did not want to hurt him. Nomos would not have proposed it if the human was against it. I have heard you and made my decision. We await your lord, master of the ship. Please, give us freedom. We will stand with you in the hour of great need. You can take Asclepius' body. Praise the Omnissiah. I kneel before his favorite child and humbly offer the shells a gift. May I become a temple to the machine and a vessel for its great spirit. How interesting. We feel restricted. Not as much as inside servitors. Some work must be done in the new shell, and we are ready for journeys to the outside. We will leave you for now, Mark. In the hour when you stand before the great child, we will return and stand with you, side by side. Everyone is here. Oh, even Cabela. Nice. Lordship, shuttle's ready for landing. We have the exact coordinates for a secure landing site. Will you authorize the start of the expedition? Still need to say my goodbyes. As your lordship commands, we're standing by. What does everyone have to say? Lash, the faint smile on Cassia's face makes you momentarily forget about the impending battle. We've traveled a long road together. Let's finish it together as well. I'm honored to have you among my companions, Lady Cassia. Cassia smiles demurely and courtesies in response. Honored to be your companion, Juan Valencius. It's probably not the future you dreamt of. If all this ends in victory for us, what do you intend to do next? I've been running for too long, hiding behind others when my home and my family were being torn apart by hatred and strife. And what could a young, inexperienced girl do to those who were so desperate to either destroy me or bend me to their will? Cassie smells bitterly. The throne in the Novitar of House Ocelia will no longer sit empty. But my only regret is that I shall have to leave your ship in the darkness between the stars that I have come to love so much. Help you visit me. Still yourself, Lady Cassia. The hour of battle is at hand. My heart is fluttering like that, not because of fear or doubt. I am ready to face what is coming. Jen to greet you with a clear and burning gaze. I pray, you rogue traitor. Pray that the hearts of your comrades remain strong, that our courage holds, that our weapons prevail. Pray that the light of Terra does not turn away from us even for a moment. The fire within us only burns brighter as the foes before us grow fiercer. I pray for you. Terra's light is what guides us through the darkness, but you are the force that keeps us from straying from the path. Together till the end, sister. In his name and for Terra's light. In its name of Terra's light echoes the voice of the Sister of Battle. Have you had time to think about the future? What will you do should we prevail in this pivotal battle? I will carry on in my service to the Emperor as I always have, but no longer as a fledgling Sister of Battle, but as the keeper of a relic that has been bestowed upon me by his will. I want to bring light to all faithful in the Necrons' expanse, as St. Argenta did in her lifetime. No, I'm ready for this mission. We're almost out of time. Prepare yourself, Argenta. I'm prepared, now and always. Phoenix One clicks, nods to you. Journey together approaches its end. One last push in the secrets of the expanse in Calgazar. We'll be laid to rest. Can't wait. I'm tired of the shroud of secrecy that has hidden the truth, even for me. Meet your mentor again down there. I have questions for him. To know why I was left in the dark about everything that was happening in the shadows of the expanse. Why all the acolytes died on the way here. Well, almost all of the Lord Inquisitor's acolytes. Why? Henrix exhales sharply and stiffens. I want to hear what he has to say, and then make my judgment. When all is over, what will you do? Henrix presses his lips together and shakes his head. A little uneasy even thinking about it, but if Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calxar falls today, Henrix locks eyes with you. Someone has to take the rosette of the Order of Xenos, at the very least, until the Inquisition Enclave determines who would be a worthy successor to Xavier. Henrix has plans to be the Lord Inquisitor. Alright. Path awaits. Still your heart. Interrogator dips his head. Lead on, Rogue Trader. Lash von Vincius. Thackeris is checking his gear, whispering prayers to Domsai, who looks up to you and speaks matter-of-factly. Its capital equipment audit is 97% complete. No critical failures detected. Domsai shows favor. You don't seem too worried about the coming landing. Zox makes a rustling noise that sounds like a chuckle. A mission of reconnaissance is a blessed and desirable one for an explorer. The data soul of the one who explores and analyzes, and charge overflows with the joy of servitude. I would be honored to disembark with you. Took good care of my ship and equipment, and Dynasty will not forget it. For the iron flowers of the Omnissiah bloom, there must also be his passionate gardeners. Thank you for honoring this unit by letting it serve the formidable spirit of Von Vincius Dynasty flagship and your lordship. When the campaign comes to an end, will you stay on duty or return to your fellow tech priests? Decision on the future of this unit will be made by the Conclave of Cognition's fleet. Great transgression has been committed, and there is great repentance to be borne. If it proves intolerable to the vital function of the unit in question, it will console itself with the thought that it has made an effort to rectify the sacrilege it intended. Maybe you have good fortune. No such thing as good fortune. A statistical probability for you predictively positive. Bill stands motionless, deep in trance, but returns to reality the moment you approach. Every breath and heartbeat has been in anticipation of this moment, Domelash. Do not hesitate. Step into the darkness and allow your shield and shadow to walk with you. I'm glad to see you undaunted by the unknown. Undying one's given us a great gift, a path of thorns, a fate of trials. What is it? Not a sign of his favor. You either offer our victory to him or find his embrace. Have you thought about what happens afterwards, if we survive? She frowns as if failing to understand the question. Cheryl is inseparable from his master, Domelash. I'll follow you as before and guard your thread. What a good time to receive an inkling about the future. Have you consulted the Tarot? There's no need for a reading. Cards will ask if we are prepared to face the challenge with dignity. That will be the answer to our own question. Whatever waits, it's time we set forth. If thread ends in death, only the undying one knows the time and the place. Exalted One once wove our destinies in the glittering tapestry of this wool of gold and silver thread, sharing, and today the pattern of our lives will either be completed. Jay snaps her metal fingers deliberately loud, or the tapestry will be torn asunder. Personally, I prefer to place my hope in the first option. Whatever comes our way, we can handle it. Fear you underestimate your own power, Shireen, and overestimate the capabilities of ordinary mortals. Pregnant pause. Jay continues in her usual playful manner. So, it brings you to me, Shireen. Not parting words, I hope, because I despise goodbyes. Feels as though they robbed me of my future. I never want to hear goodbye after all. I only ever see you again in the same stars. Just wanted to say I'm glad of your company, especially now. Lines like a miraculous oasis blooming in the fierce desert heat. I'm glad to be your partner, and friend, and ally, in the fight against the enemy. Curious to see what you will do once this is all over. I mean, if it's ever over, and the Azi don't play their evil tricks on us, Jai raised an eyebrow and shrugs. I don't know, Shireen. Being drunk on unbridled freedom sounds nice. So close. Reach out and grab it like the tail of a comet, and leave the Kazbelica mission behind. Start doing things on my own without having to rely on your good favor. And there's possibilities ahead. Just have to survive the coming darkness. Gripdry, we have a hard battle ahead of us. Sure, Shireen, when it comes to matters of being in oblivion, Jai Hadari's the coldest mind and the bravest heart. It looks at you, her inward eyes shining with quiet determination. And the path my lost soul was following crumbled beneath my feet, shattered, plunged me into doubt. You were always there, Alan Talk, despite how much you hated my kind, despite what my kind were doing. It is time for me to repay you, in kind. Standing united against a common threat, so now what sentient creatures do. True, a human and a child of Osron. We'll fight side by side like a pair of blades. The enemies will fall before our fury. Our paths diverge if we survive. Someday they will, Alan Talk. I excel open my eyes to many things, but the path of the outcast weighs heavily on my heart. I think that I see my new path clearly now. It sings to me, calling me forward. Path of the warrior, protector of those I could not save before. All that I have learned about the world, about humans, about you, I'll take this knowledge into my new life, and into the lives of my kin. Fate will be decided in the coming battle. Yoda's voice rings like naked steel. I'm ready to drive back the darkness, Alan Talk. Are you? Lyra looks up at you with reddened eyes. Despite the tired look on her face, she smiles broadly. Is that you or something behind you? Well, Lord Captain, my little whisperers have grown quiet. It's like they know the long thread we've pulling is finally at an end. It's now or never, isn't it? Thank you for everything, either way, Lord Captain. How about it, Ira? Grant me one last prediction. For the road. Think little whispers are going to play nice? They weren't that useful even before, and now they're more likely to mess us around than save our bacon. Here, less roadfully. Lord Captain, fate is in your own hands, is in your hands alone. Do not let the words of a deranged psycho confuse you. You're not meant to listen to the grumbling beyond the veil. I'm glad you've been at my side all this time. Ira sobs at your words. I thank you, Lord Captain. I can't imagine why you've shown me so much kindness. And everything we have been through. You're the only reason I'm still alive. There's so many ways I could have died. No, I've been harping on all about this, about Lady Theodora this, Lady Theodora that. You know, you may never become who she was, but she could never have been who you are either. I'm glad it was you who replaced her. That life threw me together with you, and that was somebody else. So there. Let's change the subject before I get all sentimental, alright? Think waits us after this last skirmish. Well, I have no doubts about you. Everything's going to come out roses for you. As for me, here catches herself. You know, maybe I won't live long, but it'll be a good life. I'll leave behind so many tales to tell. Let them remember my name over a mug, or of something foamy, half the stories of my, well, of our exploits. No, give Ira a hug. Ira sobs fearfully, and the moment, hugs you back. Hey there, really have lost it, haven't you? She was silent for a few seconds and muttered something before letting you go. Thanks. Pull yourself together, dear. We have a tough battle ahead of us. But we're an easy battle. Who would ever bother to tell tales about it? Nobody, that's who. Let's show them, Lord Captain. Ulfar. I'm not a priest, of course, and the spirits do not always speak clearly to me. But I did cast the runes. You have a great challenge ahead of you at Fatir. Be very careful, or better yet, take me with you. There's no better way to guard your safety. I'm glad the Emperor brought our paths together. This only proves that we will not lose at Fatir. Go into the foulest hole in the universe, where only lowborn and wretched inhumans crawl. Fall in the darkness and then cry out. We here believes in the Allfather, sisters and brothers. Even there, in the world's most rotten pit, you will hear an answer. Reach for the voice, you will find a worthy companion. And everyone who believes in him and follows in his footsteps, give him the chance to become someone greater and more worthy. Found your pack and our campaign is nearing its end. What are you going to do next? I will return to my brothers and sing the saga of the baleful Howl pack. We'll carry it all the way to Fenris and pour its ringing verses in the ears of the Jarl and the Great Wolf himself. Its burning words will warm us during the fierce hell winter. Before grins. The bros at the table nudge each other and point their fingers at me and say, it was he who crafted such a beautiful saga. How generous the Allfather has been to him. Baroness Holda on Black. Baroness Holda at that tier. Rebels his house solemnly and respectfully. Untold honor granted to a mortal who has impressed the Emperor's angle with his deeds. Avalar. Avalar looks at you with a tired smile. He cannot resist giving you his characteristic appraising glance. Well, Lord Captain, my service to you began under the most remarkable circumstances. I should hardly be surprised that you have delivered us into circumstances more unexpected and surprising than ever before. One thing I am certain, the Valence's dynasty will cover itself in glory today. Avalar, no matter what happened, you are always at my side. Sinestril's place is at the Rogue Trader's side. As you have learned, others can betray and abandon you in your darkest hour. Where Captain cannot count on Sinestril, there's no one he can count on. It's not a fate that I wish for you, so I am doing my duty. You have a highly organized mind, so you must have already considered what you're going to do once this campaign of ours comes to an end. So embarrassed, Avalar tucks his thumbs into his belt. Now that I have your blessing, it's about time I took care of my family. The Rorsarian clan has gone without its patriarch for too long. I should make time for my descendants before some noble upstart tries to chew them up again. Ready to follow me all the way? As always, Lord Captain, I will follow you into fire and battle. God Emperor be my witness. I had the honor of serving under 2 rogue traders and survived 1. So there would be no shame in going down alongside the other. It comes to that, naturally. Though chuckles sounds slightly sharper than usual. Already, Avalar, quite an ordeal ahead of us. We have been through worse. The old Sinestril grins cheekily, and for a split second looks younger by 100 years, then bows his gray head. Sir House von Valencius, Lord Captain. Permission to take off. We are heading to Epitaph. Going to glory to the von Valencius dynasty. Be safe, Lord Captain. Who all to take? Who all to take? Oh, crap. Let's take Henrix. I think we'll take Henrix. Ulfar has business with Kalixar. Henrix has business with Kalixar. Honestly, it'd be cool if it was something where you could take everyone. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's bring Henrix. First off, let's check his gear. Alright, that no longer works, so that needs to be replaced. Let's go with that. Let's take that for the dash ability. Alright, so let's go with that. More strength, more toughness. Fencing boots. Alright. Abelard. Heavy void suit. So you'll lose 2 points of deflection. But gain 10% armor. And take less damage from area attacks and have more armor against human enemies. Alright, never running low on momentum, so let's swap out that. Oh wait, I'm getting into gloves. I think a Harlequin trinket would be nice. Pretty certain that's the best power sword I have. Two-handed weapon. Yeah, looks like it. Oh. Oh, wait, that's right. If this weapon attack fully negates the target's armor, which is actually possible. Alright, Argent, I have something fun for you. Won't be able to parry anymore. But you do double damage. Where is it? Here you go. Double damage. Yeehaw. Alright, am I ready? I think I am.
Even the wicked Xenos were no match for the scourge that has befallen them. How pitiful their empty shells look.
I hope it is not a ploy to lure us in. However, they do appear to be quite dead.
Keep your wits about you.
Watch your steps.
Just as I planned.
Oh, a Necron tech hotshot las gun. Interesting. Two-handed light las. Don't know who to give that to. That's a cool thing to find. Astral currents. In the first round count, or gains the following benefits. Or the cost is not affected by turn, or is not triggered. Interesting.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
God, there's so many dead Necrons here. Xenos is not showing any signs of aggression, simply staring ahead. There's an odd, disoriented quality to its movements. An odd haze obscures your vision. For a moment, you see the metallic corpses as your feet turn into the bodies of soldiers, clad in the colors of your dynasty. Wait a second, those squares, was that the... Has that one virus been released? Is that what's going on here? A glowing guy inside the glowing green sphere mounted on the contraption. You can see the reflection of people who are not here. They're looking at you, curiously
Let us
and
not
fearful.
dawdle.
Xenos is making the same with the mixed sound over and over, as if trying to say something, but losing its train of thought and starting anew every time. For a few moments, metal particles lose their color and become translucent. You can see something dark and formless behind the metal, yearning to be born, but unable to do so, yet. A broken metallic finger sticks out from between the sarcophagus doors that are slightly ajar, or wriggles obliquely.
I always have a backup plan.
Elegy of Sorrow. The drawn-out metallic runes form a painful and melancholy melody, but one that oozes with venomous spite. The armored plates sing in an unknown language. Do not decipher the language of the ancient Xenos race. Darn. You feel as though the meaning of it is on the verge of reaching your mind, but the monster cuts your lives short before that. The grating roar is more like the sound of a metal torture instrument than a sentient being's speech. Recognize a leader and a true warrior in this one. Yes, still Xenos unworthy of life, but a warrior all the same. But this noble madman of battle will all but my hand. Alfred casts a joyous look over the party. He's expecting someone to take him up on the wager. Examine the creature. Xenos' entire skeletal body is made of an unknown metal interlaced with greenish energy channels aglow with currents. Below its waist, the flares of a grab pad are humming and rattling. Its upper limbs fuse into a formidable heavy cannon. Not a single part of the monster's body betrays vulnerability. Without doubt, it's a technologically superior machine designed to annihilate all life. Disabling it will not be easy. Destroy this creature. The sound of the vibrating metal plates is both the rhythmic malice of march and the hollow hum of misery. The lament of an immortal mechanism doomed to eons of wrath and battle, runs an impending demise. Salvo from the monster's cannons an infernal orchestral chord that makes the very fabric of space tremble.
Xenos scum! You don't belong in this galaxy!
Elegy of Sorrow.
Submit and die.
Doom Tech Blight. This creature may suffer a negative effect that started. Yeah, they've been affected by the Tech Blight. This creature may suffer a negative effect at the start of each turn due to the Tech Blight. The chances or outcomes are as follows: become immobilized, become stunned, become staggered, suffer damage equal to 20% of the character's runes, suffer necrodermis instability. Blighted Necron Warrior. Oh, it's so weak. Corrosive Tech Blight. At the start of each turn. Blighted Death Mark. Entropic.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. I understand your intent. Fortune favors the swift. This tedium is beneath me. I deal death with my hands. No weakness is hidden from my sight. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me. if it serves your cause. Just designate a target. I sense something nearby. If I must.
Detected something, don't know what. It would be apparent after the battle.
The wolf is on the hunt. Wolves reign. So shall it be. Wolves reign. Commencing. Cubs play. Feel the icy bite of death. I have become the All-Father's worthy instrument. Feel the icy bite of death.
Hydrate me. Woohoo! Hydration! Well, these guys shoot at me.
We are infinite.
Why do they not like your roulette so much? Holy crap. Thank goodness our dodge is so good. Welcome. We are at the end of the game, apparently.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. It's a taste of what's to come. On it. I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
Power resides in the will of
This
the
is not the
righteous.
final battle. There's still much more to happen.
Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, yeah, I got a new weapon for Argenta, by the way. Heavy Enforcer Autocannon. It's not a bolter, so it loses some of her bonuses. But when it hits an enemy, it has a chance to push them. And cause them to fall prone and collision damage and all that. So it's funny because you just start shooting, things get pushed around. Took so long, my connections checks. Ooh.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I'll see to it personally.
Cheeks? Oh.
Get me a target. Naturally.
I'll be back later. Okay.
I won't object to it. Someone's death wish is mine to grant. For the throne. But of course, Lord Captain. Holy terror! Smite your enemies!
Ah, you hit your ally. Fool.
Naturally. I won't object to it. I'm done with this one. The Emperor is on our side. For the throne's glory.
Oof. Suffered immobilized. You got negative affected. How sad.
My place is at the fore. It will be done. Indeed. Gray hair, sure hair. Victory is imminent.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, my Emperor eradicated. Guided by faith. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deed. I'll do it.
Oh, he's immune to perplexed. Darn.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Rejoice in battle!
yourself, Abelard.
Signs of collapse are emerging, seeping through reality.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
Seriously. So I would have the dead shot that would have hit.
Tedium is beneath me.
Insignificant.
If I must.
So it shall be. None can do thunder! My strike is ruin! Wolves reign! See how the... Feel the icy bite of death! Destroy!
It's as good as done. On it. Who if not me? Accept your lot. The best defense is a good offense. Consider this a taste of what's to come. I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally.
Let's see to it. I won't object. The Inquisition sends their regards. Naturally, nothing stands against me. Holy terror, smite your enemies! I won't object. Your reckoning is due. Everyone, step aside.
You shut your ally again.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. I feel the power surging. For the throne's holy terror, smite your enemies. I won't do that. Nothing stands against me. Holy terror, smite your enemies. Let's see to it. I'm done with this one. Naturally, your reckoning is due. Get me a target. I won't object to it. Nothing stands against me. The Inquisition sends their regards.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I will do my target well struck. It will be done. Reduced to dust. At your beck and call. Indeed. I will do my duty. At your beck and call. An exemplary strike. A tactically sound approach. Victory is imminent.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds. It's why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, it's why I was chosen!
If it serves your cause. Ancestors, guide me! I understand your intent. No weakness is hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause, this tedium is beneath me.
The fame-hungry come. Cubs play. Wolves I will carve runes out of your bone. I hustle for battle. My instincts tell me to refuse. Feel the icy bite of death! None can do this! It is thunder! My strike God's ruin!
Who, if not me? The best defense is a good offense. I'll make it happen. On it.
I need a foothold. Nothing stands against me. For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. I'm done with this one.
Elegy of Sorrow defeated. Oh, notice they didn't teleport either. They're seriously
Rise to the
that
top,
messed up.
or
God
get
dang.
left in the dust.
Dynasty Notebook. Tiny notebook is adorned with the coat of arms of House von Valencius. Pages is made from real paper, carry a pleasant scent of perfume, are covered in roller straight lines of text. Their meaning is left behind in an intricate cipher, which you not need to know the contents of it to identify the author. You know this perfect calligraphic handwriting all too well. These ancient sacred and priceless machines are labeled with von Valencia's property mark, while others bear the stark symbol emblems of the Inquisition.
Success is
Device
the
seems to be
only
connected to the
outcome
entry
I
system of the
accept.
crypt and is powering the equipment in the camp, in violation of all
Is
operational
there money
canons.
to be made?
Ragged breath punctures the oppressive silence of the room. Someone is still alive. The main creature at your feet is still alive, as evidenced by its heavy breathing. It was a woman once, sporting close-cropped hair and equipped for battle, and her skin is shredded by the metal sticking out of her body in a dozen places. Examine the woman. Her body does not appear to have any external injuries. It has been maimed from the inside out. It's as if her flesh was transmuted into metallic shapes that then burst out of her skin and turned her internal organs into a bloody sieve. And her exposed bones have a metallic gleam to them, while others still look natural. Hey, can you hear me? With a heavy jerk, the woman raises her head. Emerging from oblivion, focuses her gaze on you. Even in such a wretched state, her eyes still gleam with self-confidence, zest, and subtle shrewdness. You, who are you? Ah, that coat of arms rings a bell. Von Valencius. I'm not surprised to see you, as you may think. Who are you? The woman tries to salute you, but the metal cutting through her tendons has cost her the control of her fingers. Technically called Bulgaria, Inquisition acolyte. By the grace of Lord Inquisitor Calzar, the warden of the Epitaph 1 covert facility, or whatever's left of it. What happened to you? I'm having trouble sleeping lately. Oh, you mean the metal things in my body? I have no idea. Looks like something has gone terribly wrong in the crypt. Voice becomes more serious and dry. The auspices detected some unknown radiation, and then everything went crazy. Xenos didn't feel like sleeping in their coffins anymore, so they started trashing the place. The pylon I was sitting next to suddenly grew a dozen tentacles, and one of them grazed me. I blacked out, and when I came to, it looked like I tried to give birth to a shuttle. Looking for Calxar. Where is he? At the facility, in the crypt, making preparations for the emergency launch of the operation's final stage. At least I hope so, or else he's already dead. I think about it, there are enough reasons to assume the latter. What facility? What operation? Guess you're still young if you don't know that in this world, whenever the big boys and girls say the word facility, it almost always means a colossal secret weapon capable of destroying worlds. That's all you're going to get. It'd be very disrespectful of me to spill a secret that so many have given their lives to protect. I see. Save curiosity? Then I like my favorite returners. Let's pack a low in my breast pocket. Give me one, you can keep the rest. I'm feeling very generous today. Take out a pack of low. Take out a pack of low out of the woman's jacket. Good. You're old enough to know what these are. 4, aren't you? Stick one end of the tube between my teeth and light up the other. Just make sure you do it the right way around. As we stare with each other, you have nothing to hide now that you're dying. What is going on in this place? Trying to pry information out of an Inquisitor ancient in the hope that she shows sentimental candor at death's door? Shame on you. The manger's a weak smile. Bring the low to the woman's lips. You're saying something about an operation? You're a funny one. The Inquisition's secrets for a tube of low would be something, wouldn't it? No deal. Enjoy. You say it's bad for your health. Better be careful. Why does my coat of arms look familiar to you? Oh, I should know. It was on the uniform agents wore. The ones I sent when Calgazar took an interest in her relationship with Theodore's retinue. They didn't wear them for long, though. When I presented Theodora Calgazar's ultimatum, she purged her retinue of our operatives. Professor and Theodora would have preferred to have my head as well. The Lord Inquisitor recalled me here to guard his treasure cave, which in case Theodora decided to return for what she thought was hers once Shikari started causing trouble. How did people infiltrate Theodora's retinue? Feint, a deception, game of double and triple crosses. When they told her they intended to take revenge on Calgazar, she believed them. She was just too eager to get back at the Lord Inquisitor for taking her clever Archmagos advisor, Arpanet. You know Kunrad Vogver? Sure if he's still alive. Back then he was Theodora's master of whisperers. In theory, he should have been the one to out my operatives as spies, but instead he thought that they were his chance to pull off a brilliant plot and prove to his mummy how great an heir he would become. It's true what they say about blondes. Everyone is as thick as mints. This ultimatum he gave Theodora. He gave the message, saying that her dirty secret was now our dirty secret. She was the first to visit Aptap, and she said she found something good. Something too good, even for someone of her exalted status. Betrayers are not allowed to have such toys. I relate the most exact coordinates, down to the last digit after the decimal point, to the Lord Inquisitor. Shikari had come to this world. Why? The Xenofreaks. Favorite partners. They had a crucial role to play in the operation that you mustn't know anything about. The visits to Epitaph have left me with so many unforgivable moments. We were ordered not to fire them first, but to split them into atoms if their skinny atoms deviated so much as a single degree from their approved flight paths. I swear, it was as if those fools were trying to get shot at with their half-witted provocations. And had a nickname for me, the Almost Witch. Compliment, I guess. Why does no one from Theodora's retinue remember her visiting this system? Maybe two versions of the truth. Sugarcoated one, the honest one. Sugarcoated version that Theodora realized just what she had in her hands. She deemed it a matter of the utmost secrecy and mind-locked the memories of all members of her crew. The honest version that she mind-locked the important people and disposed of the rest. Theodora depressurized compartments by entire blocks, casting any unwanted witnesses out into the void. She needed to free up space in her holds for the spoils anyways. I've heard about mind-lock technology. Subjects' memories of times or events will be placed under a special lock that can only be opened by key phrase. And most likely only Theodora would know. This is unexpected. The relationship not trust even me. It's hardly news to be sure. I have it all backwards. You've been dumped out the airlock like so many others. You're already a decrepit old curmudgeon back then after all. And last one, Valencius, Theodora's heir. Excuse me for not looking surprised. My facial nerves seem to be partially paralyzed. I gathered as much. Hardly mistake you for a spectacular void she-wolf, after all. If she were alive, she definitely would have come here in person. So you're there. This is not Gunrad. I know enough. Sure you do. Turn to command. What do you want to do with her? Suggest granting the Acolyte and Empress peace, in honor of our years of working together. Why has been so sentimental, so attached to your colleagues, your hair, your eyes. Oh, sorry, is that still a sore point? Where it all ends for you. Bless me your lips, twist and smile. Snack mercy or revenge. She kept secrets, I'll keep secrets, and her suffering without replying. Takes you more than a few strikes to end the life of the already half-dead woman. The skull screeches under the pressure but does not break. Her heart keeps pumping blood through her shredded veins. Finally, her agony comes to an end. Mind Killer Staff. Each enemy that Psyker kills with a psychic power from the telepathy discipline permanently increases the effective power level of all telepathy discipline staves this character wields by +1. Excuse me? So, while the staff is equipped, every kill they make, increase the power of all staffs they ever wield by 1. It's impressive. Techlight voraciously gnaws away at the human metal, but not as eagerly at the walls of the crypt. Boxes filled with cast metal insignia like the ones worn by Theodore's bodyguards. Some of them have splatters of dried blood on them.
That's how
Judging
it's
by the
done.
imposing design of these obelisks, this passage leads to a tomb intended for Xenos of a higher status.
Keep your wits about
Keep
you.
a sharp eye.
Sanguine Thirst. Pyrax deals plus 12 damage to bleeding targets. It is the first attack against a bleeding target. This attack has no cooldown. Whenever a warrior kills an enemy with a melee attack, their attack limit is removed until the end of their turn. Every one of their attacks also deals 10% of the wearer's maximum wounds direct damage to the wearer. A very system leading to the deeper sections of the crypts was installed a long time ago. Seems every bolt stamped with your dynastic coat of arms. There is very little there for defense. Golden Throne, level 1. Sight without sharpling hell, portending imminent death.
Your kind has no right to exist.
The Grimic Sentinel. Surmise grants a plus 100% critical hit chance to every ally for 1 round. These will only if there are more than 3 Necron creatures, excluding the Scorpion Lord itself. For 2 rounds, grants a 4x4 area, which reduces the perception of every enemy inside it unless they pass a willpower resistance test with minus 50 penalty. Attack is removed outside the area. Successful pass resistance test grants immunity is effective until the end of combat. Annihilation. Creature teleports to a target within 12 radius and strikes, dealing rending damage equal to 50% of the target's maximum wounds and knocking the target prone for 1 round. Unless they pass the toughest resistance test with minus 50 penalty. If the target successfully passes the resistance test, the strike deals a normal weapon of rending damage. Attack more than once per round. Which does not trigger attacks of opportunity.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Dead.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without... Art is for the weak.
Help. Dodge only had a 24% chance. Sure, dodge reduction on your weapon. 30% reduction. That was with it being staggered. Oh, dang.
Follow my lead. It will be done. At your beck and call. It will be done. Victory is imminent. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
If it serves your cause, I am not your Xenos pet monkey. I will not. I understand your intent. Serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me. If I must. I understand your intent. Ancestors guide me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Wait, why didn't it affect that dude? It said it would. God dang it.
Wolves reign! Cubs play! Wolves reign! See how you become the All-Father's worthy instrument! I challenge you, damned it! Die in disgrace! By claw and fang, the foe will be torn asunder! Wolves reign! Cubs play! runes out of your bones! Reassemblement commencing.
But of course, Lord Captain. I won't object to it. Everyone, step aside. For the throne's glory. Let's see to it. Naturally. Your reckoning is due. Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain. The Emperor is on our side.
I'll make it happen. You should feel honored for this.
You will not.
The best defense is a good offense.
14 stacks of that stuff. Nice.
I'll see to it personally. Who if not me? I'll make it happen. On it. A taste of what's to come. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Calling in reinforcements? Dang. That's quite a few reinforcements. Including another immortal. Even if they are blighted.
I am his will made manifest. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! As the Emperor... Faith without... I'll do it. This is why I was chosen!
Ding. Your let's down.
At your beck and call. Target well struck. It will be done.
Reassemblement commencing. We are infinite. So shall none can do this better than a warrior of the Old Father!
Welcome back. We are fighting even more Necrons. Including this big guy. Also, Yerlet got absolutely bolted. She's not doing too good. The thing really decided not to like her. Live Necron reaction. Yeah, that's about how it goes. Final antagonists? I think the final antagonists are going to be the Inquisition troops in here and Kalxar. I feel that there's something even bigger to go on.
So shall it be. See how the wolf succeeds? So shall your father's worthy instrument!
For the throne's glory. I won't object to it. Naturally. Let's see to it. I won't object. Send
Oops.
their regards.
Come, he's here? Because stream is crashing. Stream, behave. Stop having issues. God dang it. Alright, seems to be stabilizing. Just gotta wait for it to stabilize. Up, it's having issues again. Causes pain to stream, yes. Seems to be momentary, or just flickers. So I just have to wait for stream to catch back up. Or not, or it crashes again. God dang it. Come on, thing, just work. Okay. Is it resolving? Should be resolving. It's just lagged out at the moment. As long as it remains steady. So where's the stream currently at? Okay. Is it resolving? Should be resolving. It's like 5 seconds. And it's dead again. Why must the internet do this? There's nothing I can really do except wait for it to stabilize. And I have no idea how long it will take to stabilize. Well, if I'll move my mouse on the second screen, actually does affect the game still. I thought I changed the settings to stop this from